Hello, Rich.
Hello, mate. Alright.
Do you want to talk about the most recent episode of Succession?
Of course I do.
Right,
I'm always
so
down.
we're throwing some spoilers out there. 3, 2, 1. Nicholas Braun is a sex offender.
That's the real plot development.
Cut. Logan Roy is dead.
Da, da, da.
The poster for the final season, did you see the thing?
No. I've seen the poster, but
There's been an answer staring right at us the whole time.
ooh.
I know you're probably thinking this is a meme, but look, man.
What did I plane, lad?
Yep,
No way.
the plane's right there.
Oh, what? Oh, what?
I know.
I'm trying to overanalyze everything else now. Maybe the watch on Logan's wrist.
It says the exact time he died.
But also just, time's running out. Because you don't see anyone else's watch.
Yeah, that's it.
What you see?
Well, you do. You see
Roman.
Roman. Roman's gonna die. It's confirmed here.
Imagine if he does. That'd be nuts. Plane? Oh, that's nuts.
The brothers aren't wearing ties. They're not. They're no longer tied to Logan.
I'm into that.
I'm sure they didn't come up with puns for when they was making the cover of the final season. But yeah, that plane is haunting, isn't it?
Yeah, that's really evocative, actually. Just because I wonder if anyone would have saw it and was like, "Why is there a plane there?" Just in the initially.
I didn't see it, and I've seen this poster. I didn't spot it.
I wonder if it just has the image just has an airport vibe to it as well. So maybe people were just like,
They don't really have railings in airports, do they?
No, they don't.
Everyone, check in. We have very intense security. We do have a wall you can just hop over and come and go as you please. Everyone has to pinky promise you can't use that.
Pinky swear. Pinky swear. Pinky swear.
And pinky promises are serious, if you remember. I will chop your pinky off.
We was talking about it earlier, weren't we? Briefly. About how the audience was led to believe that Logan was pulling a trick the entire time because we didn't see him, pass away.
Yeah, we were you as well as the family are convinced it's just a ploy.
Yeah, to manipulate them again.
Yeah, you just assume he'd sink that low to pretend he's dead, and that's what a good characterization is. They just assume, he's obviously not dead. I think within the first 3 episodes as well. It's quite a confident decision to make.
Yeah, and it's. I've seen we've all seen it coming since season 1. I think I caught season 1 and 2 in one sitting, and I was prepared to find him dead at the end of season 2. His death has been written on the wall for a long time, hasn't it?
Yeah, the very first episode opens with him sort of delirious.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a timeline actually of how long this has all been since episode 1. I don't think it's been that long.
See, here's the thing. We also spoke about how Brian Cox was interviewed recently and said that he felt nothing for his character's final scenes. And now we know it's because he clearly wasn't in the room.
Yeah, it's everyone reacting to his very sudden absence.
Yep.
He didn't have anyone to bounce off of, like you might usually do as an actor when your character has a send-off death.
Yeah, there was no big death scene. It just happened suddenly. Even the name of the episode was Connor's Wedding. Our attention was looking elsewhere. And
do you remember what I was saying about in Shakespeare, weddings are usually the endings of a comedy? Or everything's tied up in political ties and an accord of some kind, or a truce. But here we have the wedding on episode 3 at the beginning, and the death sort of hides and has in it the tragedy that will unfurl. It begins with the wedding, because then the rest will be the tragedy of that life. It's nuts.
Why don't you explain the scene from Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium?
Oh yeah, the brilliant scene where he quotes King Lear. Dustin Hoffman, he quotes King Lear. He actually quotes a stage direction, doesn't he? He just quotes, he dies. He says, Do you know what Shakespeare writes after all the fanfare of King Lear's life? He just writes, he dies. And then he explains that, it's not sad because of the words he dies, it's sad because of the life that you see lived. In the context here, when we look at King Lear as recontextualized through Logan Roy, we don't feel any sadness of him, but we see the coldness of just he dies because, we don't really want to care about Logan Roy because he never cared about anyone else.
Yep. Wonderfully put.
Hey.
His last words to his kids was, "I love you, but you're not serious people."
Yeah. That's, in itself, that's quite like... It's almost weirdly anti-King Lear. Near the end, he goes delirious, doesn't he? He's got flowers in his hair, and he's gone mad. But not mad, he's seeing truthfully.
And he loses a lot of people, doesn't he? He loses a lot.
Yeah, was it this season or was it season 3 when he... It's season 3, isn't it, with the UTI? And Logan starts going piss mad, as they say.
Going to Tom, toilet now.
Like that. So it's the run-up to that as well. But yeah, proper King Lear ending, but without all the emotion afforded to King Lear.
His death was sort of spoiled for me.
Was it?
In a way. On Reddit, I clicked on something, and I read something about a plane crash. And obviously I knew Logan was on a plane, so I thought, oh god, is this plane gonna crash? And I was more sad about losing Tom, because I thought we was gonna get him killed.
Oh, man.
So I was sat there expecting a plane crash.
How gutted would you be?
Well, should we talk about the last words of the 3 siblings and Connor?
Yeah. And Connor.
So Kendall's was, "I can't forgive you." Was it, "I love you, but I can't forgive you"?
Yeah, I love you, but I can't forgive you. In that sort of stumbly.
Isn't that mad? Even as his dad was dying, he couldn't forgive him.
Yeah, he doesn't even give him that respite, almost.
I suppose that's what abuse does to you, isn't it? It's
it's wanting to get the last word in, but also in a justified way because you never did get that last word in.
Yep.
It's quite a really good representation of when family passes away, but it's you're sort of estranged.
Mm-hmm.
It's rough.
And Roman tried to lie to Logan, didn't he, and say that he'd done a good job, but he clearly couldn't muster up the strength to lie to his dad.
Yeah.
Couldn't even lie to him and say you were a good dad.
It's so rough, man. It's
no, it was really tough to watch, and
it was actually probably one of the most emotional.
Yeah,
easily obviously the most emotional episode.
And Shiv, what I liked about Shiv was she turned into a 10-year-old girl again. She was calling him daddy and begging him to talk to her. And it was definitely one of the most emotional episodes of a TV show I've seen in a long time.
It's because he's always called her Pinky as well, like a proper pet name, kid name.
I can't remember the names of all the right hand men, but one of them walked in and said, "Shiv, honey," and I was almost crying. It was just so soft. And
was that Frank or?
I think it might have been Frank. It was one of those. But
Frank said that to Ken as well. He was like, "I'm sorry, son."
Yeah. All 3 of the siblings, just the actors delivered such an incredible, real performance. It was beautiful.
Yeah, when the bit with Shiv shook me.
Mm-hmm.
Just her acting was just amazing. And then who else was it? I think it was Kieran McCauley's acting's just phenomenal.
Yeah,
on the show, he calls it belly acting. He reacts physically first,
and
which is.
Of course, we've got to mention Connor's reaction. I've spoke about it in another video that's up now.
Hey.
Connor just went, he didn't even like me, and then he apologises and goes, "No, that's not true. I never got a chance to make him proud."
Yeah, it's actually so sad that his first thought was just oh, he hated me, or he just didn't even like me.
And then my dad's on holiday at the minute. It's a terrible time for him to be out of touch. It's
oh man, that's not fun at all.
It's so emotional, just wonderful. And can you believe we're only 3 episodes into the season?
I know. This might be one of the best shows ever existed, isn't it? Probably.
One of these episodes is going to be in like the top 20 list on IMDb, isn't it? One of these episodes is going to make it.
This is like the show's already touching Sopranos level.
Yeah.
Amazingness. I can't imagine them dropping the ball now. Imagine if it just randomly all the episodes are Poonam.
It's all about Greg. All 7 episodes are just like a sitcom spin-off.
Yeah, just like it turns out like it goes back to him working at the theatre at the theme park. Just Greg got to work his way back up. It's like it starts being like Ted Lasso.
Yeah, that they could certainly drop the ball that way, but it'd be brave. What TV show? Oh, Game of Thrones. They dropped the ball big time. So it's possible. People have done it before. Well, hopefully it doesn't happen this time. Otherwise, we'll get like a 2-part, 40-minute video each from like Ralph the Movie Maker and that going, this is why Succession sucks. Big praises for the episode. Thanks for joining me to talk about it, mate.
No worries, bud. All fun.
A moment of silence to Logan Roy. That'll do. Did you say bellow during his moment?
Yeah.
I know I cut it short, but you said below. That was very disrespectful. We're going to end the video now.
Oh, fine.
Alright, cheers, mate.